Hello, hello. I am Beth with Vintage Bandits Mercantile. I'm thinking about a name change, y'all. So anyway, I have lots of people in the shop today that, why is that doing? What does that mean? Okay, not sure, but I scheduled it and, I want to get, comments. Oh, that's not comments, goober. So yesterday was the last day in my brick and mortar shop, y'all. It really hasn't kind of sunk in just yet. I'm trying to get my camera stuff done. I missed you all last week. I'm sorry, I've been so tired. I'm burning both ends so much. So grace is needed. So I would appreciate anything. If you join, please say hello. I wanted to do some decoupage. I had lots of people asking me questions yesterday about that, and I thought, I said I'll be doing it tomorrow on my live. So let's get to it. We're gonna do a couple things. We're gonna talk about the basics of decoupage. I'm going to make, while we're waiting for people to join, I thought I'd just do some paper crafting to show you how to make a really quick and easy little folio that you could make to decorate and give to somebody if you've got some paper around. If you have a 6x6 pad, you don't know what to do, these are really cute that you can just flip these, make them, stick them in a journal, all kinds of things. I have 3 big projects that I'm going to be launching this summer. So I hope that if you have just found me, that you will subscribe and be interested in, and I will be announcing that I am taking the month of May. I will still be on here on Sundays, maybe more, I hope, but I've got to empty everything out of my shop, including the basement, which is a lot. And I'm going to rejig my whole basement and then start on my house. So, and one thing which I've already told y'all, I will totally be doing a series on my house because I've ignored it for 6 years. So I'm home, I'm gonna get busy. All right, I had a 12 by 12 and this side of it was a little grungy. It just got kind of puckered. Can you kind of see that? You can kind of see the pucker. Anyway, I was like, I can use this part of it, but I thought, let's just do a real quick little folio. It's one of my favorites. I've forgotten all about it. This is a great way, just if you want to add something, if you're gifting a journal, or if you want to keep something cute and put like little receipts from movies, perfect for this. So if you just look at it, you can do it with any kind of paper. It doesn't matter. You want it to be a little bit, firm, because, not firm, have a little weight, not copy paper, because it needs to be able to stay together a bit. So let me show you what I'm talking about. We're using this fun paper. Let's do this, and we'll do that, and then boom, there I am. I'm with y'all. All right, let's get my glasses on so I can see. I would love for you to, when you join, say hello and what you're working on. I would love to know that. So this is a 6x6. I just folded it in half. You can just use your nail, or if you have a little folder, whatever. This is a very old Stampin' Up. Didn't know what that was back in the day when I did Stampin' Up. And you're just gonna fold it up like this. And then we're going to close it, because if we leave it like this, it's just gonna be real kind of bulky right there in the middle. And we want it to have a little bit of room. So we're going to trim it as soon as I find my scissors, and then we're gonna glue it. Okay, nope, that's not. Well, I have these. I think these are hair cutting scissors. Yeah, and I have fabric scissors, but I don't have my scissors. Alrighty, we're gonna do it. We're just gonna put a little curve right here. Or you can just go straight too. You don't have to be all kind of fancy like that. And we'll put it up, and then you've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 1 a folio, so it keeps that thickness away. And then all you have to do is just glue. Now if you have a glue gun, you can use that. Is this working? Is it off? Oh, it turned off. Well, dadgum. Oh, it might need to be charged. We're not gonna use that. Let's use our 3-in-1, our beacon. Crazy, crazy. And just put a little glue there, a little bit of glue here, and then fold it up. And y'all, these make the cutest little files. They're like little folio file folders. Miniature. If you have any kinds of small, you could do 4x4, which how cute would that be? Maybe we should try one of those. That might be fun. And then you can go in, you could totally, if you want to round the corners, you can round the corners. Are you gonna go in there for me, please? Nope. Around the corner if you want to, and make it a little softer. You can do anything you want. And then you could just add a cute little something that we've made. You could just tack it on the front. You know, we have all kinds of little, we made all kinds of little doohickeys somewhere to put on things, but you could just do a little, you know, just tack a little square on there. That would even be cute. Make a little label if you want to. So, or you could do, put a little, you know, like, okay, let's just say, let's just put this little garden. It can just be a little garden thing. Hey, how are you? So we don't want black, Beth. That's a little dark. Let's go with something a little lighter. That was just trying to be fast, but let's find something that works with the color we have. Oh, goodness. Memory would be great, but I don't want brown. I'd love a green or something. I don't know. It's worth fighting for. Yes, it is. Okay. Well, I just want like memories, or anyway, we could put a little something on there. Let's just find something, Beth. Like friends. Like we just need friends, something. I'm thinking way too much about this. Does anybody else do that? I was gonna put garden, because it could be a little garden thing that you put in a journal, or I just don't want the black, so come on, let me find something right here, and we're just gonna say, oh, that's kind of funny, documentation. We can document something, that's funny. So you could just do as simple as that, and it's probably not even gonna be straight. And then you can take it in a journal. So, let's see if they'll come off and I can straighten it up maybe, perchance, and not pull the paper. You know, straight is just not my bandwidth. It's not my wheelhouse. I'm just not, lining things up is probably not, there we go. Maybe, it's a little better. Isn't that cute? So then you can just go in and you could just, if you know, like if you're giving a gift or something, you could cram it full of little ephemera pieces, all kinds, and then it becomes ephemera. You know, if you make something, you could, I mean, I get these from Amazon, which are so fun. You could tuck that right in there. Nope, it's too big. You can just do so much with it. So that's a fun little trick. Now, we're going to do decoupage, okay? I had someone ask me yesterday at the shop about doing decoupage. And so the number one thing, if you're doing like recycled paper, it is, if it's kind of see-through, you want to paint it white underneath. So what I wanted to show you all is I found this. I'm going to round these corners so it kind of matches. We're going to make a little folio. I think these are way bigger. I don't even know where this paper came from. I'm unsure, but it will kind of work with it, maybe. And I just want to show you how easy it is to decoupage paper. It's so easy. I have this just a remnant, so it's already white, so I don't have to paint, because I have stuff everywhere. Part at the shop, partly here. So I want to use this right here on this folio, like that, maybe. Do I want to even go up and use that little, I don't know, but let's trim this part off and see. Decoupage is just, I'm going to give myself a little wiggle room, is just the art of gluing paper to anything. It could be anything. Hey, Helen, how are you, honey? Decoupage is just gluing paper to anything. So, did I just tear that terrible? I think I did. Let's just take this fold right here. And you can use Mod Podge. You can use crystal clear chandelier from DIY Paint that I sell. You can do anything, or just a white glue. Like you can use Elmer's glue, y'all. You know, good, good. I've been keeping up with you through your sweet daughter. Okay, I'm gonna use just this this white art glitter glue because I don't have any other glue, and I just want you to see that it's really easy. And you can add a little water to it. I'm actually going to spray. You can spritz. Here's the thing. You're going to have a little wrinkles on your paper. It's decoupage. It's paper. It's just the way it goes. All right? So we're going to just do a little bit of glue on an edge to start it. This is how I do anything big to small. It's just, you just want a little bit of glue. And we're going to let this dry. I think the critical thing, if it's going to be a see-through, you want it to be white. I'm just going to add a little water to the glue because it's a little thick. And just so if you add a little bit of water to it, you want it to be thinner. So like straight, I think straight craft glue, or even glue from, let's do that. I want to try to make it straight, but y'all know I'm not real big. So we're just going to tack that corner right there. All right, it's pretty straight. I'm going to call that straight because, you know, I'm just lucky. And then what we do, I have it kind of held down right here on this corner. And then we're going to go in and we're just going to take the glue. I'm going to show you two ways. I'm going to do one side with this, and then you're just going to go in and you're just going to add the glue down. And then you're just going to move your piece as you just work your way down and smooth it as you go. And then there you go, boom. It's so good. I'm going to put a little water on my brush, and then you just, this is if you want to use a white glue. If you're doing something like a piece of furniture, then you would want to kind of go over the top. That's when you can do, you can seal it with crystal clear chandelier, or just a water-based product, I would say, is your best bet. And that's where I'm going to stop with that. And then here's another way you can do it. So let me move that. Let's move the glue away. I'll have to clean that later, soak it. Now, you can also just use a glue stick if you're doing paper. But if you're doing a piece of furniture, I would use, and you just want to start on the side, and you can just take it a section at a time. You want to tack it down on one side, measure out, and it doesn't have to on a tray, and I've done plenty of these. I don't know if I have the videos, I will go back and look. I'm just covering this with a glue stick, my Yoo-Hoo glue stick that I like. Guys, whenever we do this with journals or anything, it's basically decoupage when we cover something. And then you just kind of lay it down. And that's it. Decoupage is not super complicated. I think you have to understand that there will be some wrinklage. It's just the name. It's just the you know, it's just the nature of this beast. So, all right, what am I gonna do? I've got glue on this, don't I? I have more paper. Let's switch this out. Any questions, anybody? I'm gonna pull this off. Oh, you're stuck on me, aren't you? Look, I have that 'cause it's just super shiny, you know. That's okay. Let's do this right here. I don't think there's any glue on this, is there? There we go. It knocks the shine off a little bit. Anyway, and it's going to curl up. You can iron that flat if you do paper, but you want to have it, the key is white, and to understand that you will have some, a bit of wrinkles because it's just what it is. It's paper. So you want, I just go in and I just make sure it's pressing down. I may have to go back and check the edges. It's no big deal. But this is going to be a really cute little folio that I stick into a book or just add something to. I don't know. I may just put little pockets and hold ephemera or something. I don't know. Carol, how are you? I did say hello, didn't I? Please forgive me if I didn't. And if, yes, remind me. If you have a different handle, please remind me your name. Because, you know, I'm so little crazy, y'all. Just a smidgen crazy. All right, let's let this dry, and then we're going to come back to it. All right? So, what I wanted to show you all is that, basically, decoupage is just putting anything onto paper. So, I'm wanting to make this into a journal, a soft cover. It's for a project, and this is going to be my my little tester piece, so that should be fun. I think this is from Dollar Tree. These are file folders from Dollar Tree. If you want something stronger, you can do that. I don't want it to have any pockets. I don't want it to fold up. I just want it to be straight, straight across. So let me see how tall I want this to be, and then we'll tear it. And is this even? Did I even make the edges even? I don't know. 6. Well, it's not going to be 6. It's going to be 5.5 by 5.5. So that's what we'll do. But let's make it like 7. Shall we? About there. About 7 tall, maybe. And when I do it for the official project, I will probably use my paper cutter, but that is at the shop, and I am not. So there we go. And I want this to be even. So a soft one, when you're making a soft book, it kind of has lots of giving. I could fold this over and make a fun little pocket, but I don't want to do that. I am going to have to mark this because we want it to be the same. I just use the lines at the, so it's like 5. It's not exactly 5.5. It's right there. So let's see if I can do that. And I'm just guesstimating this. But I want you to see decoupage is anything, honestly, that you glue to when you glue paper to it. You can even decoupage, you know, you can decoupage, you know, you can put fabric on something with the glue. I mean, I don't know if that's the same name or not, but, okay, there we go, maybe. So now we have a book that is even. Okay, awesome. And we can decoupage it. You can just kind of decoupage anything. Decoupage can be when we put on, you know, when we collage. That's decoupage. Y'all, it's just, but when you do like a full sheet, so let me show you why you do white, and let's see if we can see the difference. So do you see this is on the cream folio? It looks fine, but it shows through. So when you use white, do you see the difference of the true image you get? This is much more yellow, and this is the true image that we wanted to see. just depends on what you want. So I wanted to, and I don't have white paint, but I wanted to show you. Now, if it's a dark piece, like if this is not going to show through. If you're going to decoupage with like something off of, you know, that you've from a kit, a digi kit, this is perfect for that. So, or if you're going to do a stronger paper, like this. Like this is a piece that I coffee dyed, and it's just, but this, when you put this on, it's decoupage. It's decoupage, and that one of the best ways to do it is just to get a, it's better, this makes it kind of lumpy. I will say this is not great for decoupage. And even when I'm doing like a cover for this, which I should have some kind of paper on here that I don't put it on, let's just use this, like a glue page. You want to just get it started, and then you can add. So you can do like art glitter glue, or you can do, what is this? I'm gonna do this like this, and hopefully it's kind of straight. And I'm just going to put it down to let it tack up right there. Yeah, and I kind of put it in the middle. This is just going to be a neutral background that we do. It doesn't even have to match when I add other pages to it. So this is, that is the basics of decoupage paper. You just want to kind of start and then work your way. This is thicker, so it's not really wrinkling as much, because the thinner the paper, the more it's going to wrinkle. But this is sticking, and I've got the sides. I've been good to get a good, I would probably, not to poo-poo, you can get Mod Podge from Dollar Tree. I would probably get a good, I can't tell a difference, honestly, between this Yoo-Hoo stick and the Elmer's. I feel like this works a little better, not to be pushing expensive stuff, because it does cost more, and I'm very cognizant of that, you know. But I would just what I've used. And I don't get anything from the companies that I tell people about. I don't. So, yeah. Any questions? So, people were like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? When I said I was going to be closing my shop. And I said, well, you know, they're like, how can we get a hold of you? I'm like, I'm still going to be around. I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be shipping. I'm going to be doing, I'm looking for my scissors, to be quite honest with you. And I think I probably have taken them someplace else. Somewhere else in my life here, and so we're just gonna use hair cutting scissors, because that's what I got. And so, and if you, the easiest way to help a small business, guys, I'm just gonna be honest, if you just watch our videos, if you just share them, wait, that's what I want to do. If you just share the video, and you know, if you watch, that is such a help to a small business, and it just lets people know that you're interested. It helps people find you. It helps with algorithms. It helps with all the things. So yeah, I'm going to just fold that in and glue that down, and then we'll start with the back piece. And there you go, guys. This is decoupage. Did you know this is decoupage? Tell me, has anybody tried a decoupage you struggled with it, and why do you think you struggled? Let's talk about that. Are there any questions about it? I would love to know. Please ask. Oh, you know, I totally messed that up. What is wrong with me? I don't know. I'm crazy. I'm so crazy today. Hey, Becca, how you doing? We're doing decoupage today. I was just explaining to our kind people what small businesses need, and to share and comment is such a help. Becca is Tiny Bird Books. Go find her, y'all. Beth. So Becca's son, she is my building partner, and she is going to have an amazing full bookstore, y'all. If you're local, please come check it out. Anyway, her son is 3, and he calls me Beth. So he goes, bye, Beth. Hi, Beth. Just like, I'm going to put it on a name tag from now on. I'm Beth. I'm going to be Aunt Beth for my kid, my little greats that I got. Anyway, we have been working on some really fun murals. Hello, hello, hello. How are you all? Emma, Ace, how are my favorite people? How are you two? You got any questions for me? They're the cutest things, y'all. Oh my gosh. Anyway, if we are working on the coolest murals for the bookstore. So it's kind of fun. It's a book that, it's a series that Becca told me about and got me into, and I love it, and it's a really cool moment in it, and we are kind of making it as a, I hope it's as good as in my head it's going to be. So, but anyway, that's a whole nother story, talking about murals. It's not like it's just painting like squares, so don't be impressed. I will share pictures. But anyway, we were just talking about how it's so, if you can just showing up, and it's free, just sharing to your friends and sharing items like that to people to watch, share where to find us. Anything like that is just a big help when it comes to small businesses. Anything is helpful. Anything is helpful. So I'm looking for one more kind of neutral piece of paper, and I know I got one somewhere around here. Hang on. This will work. It's not the exact same color, but it's gonna work. It's grungy, and we're going grungy with it. And this is gonna disappear because we're gonna put something, but this is kind of thin, and so you can kind of see through it. I'm going to put this opposite, and my ring, it's just, I need to get it resized, and it kind of drives me nuts. I'm sorry. So I'm constantly just spinning it around. Okay, just breathe, because you know you have one. You just used it. Just looking for my ruler. It's somewhere. And I've laid it over here someplace to get it, to move it, didn't I? So I want to tear this right here. I'll put it up. I put it up. Or this is another one, and I've lost that one. You know, it's okay. I don't mind. I want to get rid of that white. What are y'all doing today? What are y'all doing today, kiddos? Miss Emma, Mr. Ace. Are y'all taking good care of Mama? So I love, what I don't want to lose is, I kind of think this is fun. And I love this grungy part somewhere. This is it. I think I'm going to do this. So I'm going to put this upside down so that they're going different directions, because I kind of like to be that way, because I'm a little crooked, you know. And we're just going to glue this down. So let's talk decoupage. Can I have some hearts or something that if you tried it, can have any information about whether you're interested in it, or have you, does it scare you? I would love to know any deets on that, and I would love to talk about those. I probably just did the wrong side, but it doesn't matter. We're just going to cover it up with something, and it's a little crooked, but that's okay. Crooked is okay. So let me know. Any questions about decoupage? I would love it. Hi, Jeanette. How are you? Thanks for jumping on. Have you done decoupage? You can decoupage anything, from paper to, and I forgot to use my thing. Want that to dry. And so we're just covering it. Okay, good. Good. Huh. Anyway, we are just covering it so that it gives me a neutral background for this. And I trimmed this because this is totally crooked. I can tell by the way the paper is rolling on it. So see how that didn't touch? Let's put some glue right there. Ah! Do you like it? Jeanette, do you like the decoupage? Now, you can decoupage. Listen, I did the doors at the shop where, like, the paint art was. So that's kind of fun. You can decoupage furniture. You can decoupage. Who had those purses? Awesome, Jeanette. Tell me what I'm messing up, because I'm sure I have done something wrong in this tutorial. So you're like, I don't need to watch that. I teach that. Well done, you. I'm sure that I am doing, teaching something totally wrong on this. But it's, I think, honestly, guys, just go get an old dictionary or something and just practice. So, yeah, that's fun. What is it, did you say? Your women's camping group. Tell me about that. Listen, I'm looking for a retreat somewhere. I need to go, and I want to do a sleep retreat. Do they have those? Do they have sleep retreats, y'all? I want to do a sleep retreat. Basically a vacation where I don't get out of bed. I could do that in my house. And, but I want to do a craft retreat as well. I want to do something that I don't have to teach, that I can just show up and create. That would be fun. So yeah, there we go. But I'll share pictures of the mural. It's so cool. So cool. It's going to be so cool. And it's a good... Okay, see, it's crooked, but that's okay. We'll make this the front. This will be the back, and we'll totally cover it up. It is what it is, you know. I'm kind of off today, so we're just going to give the old lady some grace. Then you want to do something on the inside, or you can keep decoupage. You can keep adding things to the front, and I don't even mind that it's kind of crooked. I like things. I'm a little touched. I kind of like that. Then we could go in if we wanted to, and we could use, so, like I did this, and I added transfers. How fun is that? To this folio. Love that. Or you could get, we could cut this up. This would be fun to put on there. We didn't cut this up last week. How fun would that be to put one of these on there, on the front? I think that would be kind of fun. I'm kind of digging. Let's do that. Who needs scissors? Not this girl. Oh, hello. Hello. So there you go. If you want to help out a small business, just share the page to people you know. If you're in a group, say, hey, this girl's fun. She's crazy. All she does is make a mess. It's a lot of fun to see her, go crazy on. Sometimes she falls. Not really. I haven't done that for a very long time. On camera. If you saw that, let me know. I know who asked me a question. I didn't meet her until after she said, I was the one that asked you to show me that piece. And I was like, oh. And she was like, I'm sorry. I was like, you didn't do it. Crazy girl did it right here. This is fun. Look how cute that is. This would be cute as like a pocket, but I think I want to decorate it. I just want to have a cute little cover, little grungy cover right here. I kind of love that. I love that. I'm going to use this 3-in-1 for this because it's still decoupage, guys. It's just wait, let's age this up a little bit before we put that on there. Okay, now you don't have to do this. You can, and you can just you don't have to make it grungy. I'm doing grungy, and sometimes I don't do grungy. You can do either way. But it just depends on what you're interested in. And because this had some coffee on there, I'm just going to make this grungy as well for here. Just so it's a little, it just knocks that white off, which I kind of love. It doesn't look brand new, but brand new's cool. You could do this with turquoise, a turquoise ink. I have that. I mean, that would be so pretty. So just kind of anything that you wanted. I'm going to just tuck it right there, I think. And let's put this up so we can find it again someday, maybe. And this will be just a really simple front for the journal. And there we're ready to go. How fun is that? This is just going to be a soft cover journal, and it's a part of something I'm working on. So I'm just trying things out while I'm on here with you all. And I will put one big chunky signature in here, and then we'll cover that with some kind of paper. Let's check our decoupage piece that we did. Where did I put it? It's right here. Oh, there we go. I want to show you kind of how I finish it. I will probably, for this, I'm just going to trim it, cut it around the edges. If you were doing like a wood piece, you can actually burn it off. It gets a little scary sometimes, and it's not always great. So I don't do that with paper. No. This paper is that line we talked about last week, y'all, that I wanted to see if you wanted me to carry. I just ordered a pack just to see what it was like, and I think I'm gonna like it. So for this, I would just trim off if I had really good scissors, which I don't, and leave this white on the inside so that I have just a really nice and crisp edge that I love. The reason I don't want it to fold over, I want to keep it like that, and then you can just trim it around the edges, and you just cut it if you have a steady hand. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but with hair cutting scissors, I'm not feeling it. So I'm just going to show you this little corner, or this edge, this side, and I have 9,000 pairs of scissors somewhere. I'm looking at one pair of fabric scissors that were my mother's. So anyway, that's not great, clearly. Let's just fold this over a bit so you can kind of see. But it's going to give us a really nice and crisp little folio that you can, do anything with. I don't know. I make these things, and you can do kind of anything with them. Lousy day. That's been 40 minutes. Goodness gracious. Did we do this? I can't remember. What did we do? Did we make, yes, we did this last time, didn't we? Yes, with that paper. Oh, that was cute. So this gives us a pocket on the front. I forgot we did that. How fun is that? I was looking around at things. And so this is part of that paper. There's a pocket there and a pocket there. How fun is that? And then this, we made kind of a gusseted bigger pocket so it will hold more. You can kind of shove it full of stuff if you want to. Shove it, fill it. That's a better word, isn't it? You can fill it up, and it's not, it will hold a ton more. So there we go. Fun times there. I've been doing so much with dictionary pages. If you've got dictionaries, if anybody out there and you don't want the dictionary, don't throw it away. Don't recycle it. Take it to a paper person. Put it down here and say, I'm in this city and I need to give this away, and somebody's going to want that. So I don't know if I ever finished this. Did I? I want to put a little grommet thing to tie here, don't I? And I have my grommet and I've got my brads and stuff. So let's do that. Yay. I do think we're going to have to maybe reinforce this somehow because it's seeming not so sturdy. But I think it would be really fun to have a little brad not a brad, to have a little grommet hold it, and we'll do a little copper one. That will be pretty. And then we can put some pretty, you know, what's it called? Sorry silk, thank you. Sorry silk through it, yes. All right, I just want to somehow reinforce this with something. See, it's already tearing right there because it's so thin. I mean, we could put it over here. What would we put that's gonna make it work well? You know, that's gonna make it strong. Do we want to put like a ribbon right here behind it? Just to glue that down. That would secure it some, wouldn't it? I don't know if I want to do that. It's going to take forever for that to dry. We could put some washi, a fun washi tape. Let's do that. That might work. Let's do a cute washi. Yes, please. Isn't that fun? They need a little debrassing, but those would be fun. I'm looking for one that will look pretty here with it. I'd love to have a big wide one. That's gonna match this. I mean, we could just do a black and white if we wanted to, couldn't we? That's just like labels. I don't know. What do y'all think? Please share any ideas. Yeah, hello. Look how smart you are. One of these, or one of these. I don't know if this is going to be strong enough though. I mean, we can add this on there totally, but I think it's going to be, I think it's going to need more. That's a brilliant idea. And hello. What do I know? Yeah, I don't know if it's just tearing, it's just flimsy. This was an experiment totally. I think I just used some kind of, paper folio. It was like a envelope. It's not super strong, obviously, because I'm struggling with it now. But this might be fun to put this over top of it as well. To just layer a bunch on there. Like that, maybe. That might be fun. Let's tear this a bit. I'm telling you. I throw this way over here and I'm crazy. That's what I do. I throw the ruler. I did the second one way over there. Yeah, I did. I totally did, y'all. Like I'm just throwing them over there like I'm gonna find it so easy in all my mess. Bless it, bless it, bless it, bless it. Let's add this on here as well. That should probably help some. Ooh, well we could put something just a little something that's a little stronger. And let's put a little strong thing and then we'll hide it under something pretty. And that's probably what you were meaning, Jeanette, and I was not tracking. We'll put this on there just where we're gonna put the little grommety thing. And then we'll cover it, and we should keep it strong now. Yeah. And I probably should be using a glue stick for this. But this was right here, I had it, and we're just gonna go with what we got. Because I got it right here, okay. I'm not gonna mind that. It's just kind of higgity-piggity. I'm all about that, because I'm a very higgity-piggity kind of girl. Okay, that should give us some reinforcement. That should help it stay a little stronger. A smidgen. Let's just trim this. Like this and like this. Doesn't have to be perfect because it's on the inside. There we go. All right, now I think I want to do the grommet kind of nestled right there in the... It would be fun if you put it in the middle of the flower, you just wouldn't see it. I keep feeling like this is crooked, but because it probably is. Let's just do that right there. Okay. I want the big one, the big hole, the larger hole. I got everything. I did. Yay, we went through it all. Yay. And now we're going to add our little grommet to it. Yay. And hopefully this will work and close nicely. I struggle all the time with this. Ta-da! Looky there. So now we just got to put a little sari silk ribbon or something on there. And that's done. And we finished it from last week. How fun is that? Let's find a good color, shall we? That will, ooh, that's pretty. We're going to go with that one. I think it kind of has that kind of, if I got enough to go through it. Is it enough? It's enough to tie around this way, but not to do the grommety way. Daggum. That's perfect. Darn it. But I have more. I have more. So just hang on. That might be pretty with it, but it's got that pretty green. Do we have a pretty green down here? Pretty kind of pretty green. This is kind of purpley. That might be pretty. Let's see if this is enough. I think this is a yard. That wasn't a yard, but this was from a subscription box. Perfection. Look at that. Oh, grungy and all. It's gonna be fabulous. Okay, so we're just going to push it through if we can. And loop it through, preferably like that. You know how you do just a little kind of loopy loop? That's a professional word, loopy loop. That's a very professional and accurate word. I don't want to pull it too tight because this is kind of fragile. So we're just wanting to tighten up, and I don't want it to pull out of the grommet. That's what I'm afraid it's going to do. There we go. So you can tie it around like that and do that. You can take it two different ways and tie it kind of like this if you want to, or it's kind of like a half bow if you want to. Ta-da! So fun. I'd forgotten we even made this one. And what's cool is you do have, nope, there's no pockets up here. This is a brown paper bag. That's what I made this out of. I want a brown bag. Oh, instead of throwing it away. So I need to go back in and fix all these papers, but this is kind of fun. This is a new kit that I was working on. I'm still working on. Look, pocket there, and I haven't done a big, tall, skinny one before. So I need to go in and work on this. But this is probably going to be a giveaway. And I still owe so many giveaways. I'm going to get back to giveaways. Just, y'all give me a little bit of time. Oh, hey, Dee. How are you? Thanks for passing through. So that turned out decent. Decent. I think that's okay. Little flip out. All right. So there we go. Okay, so decoupage. It is not You know, it's not anything crazy. You don't have to get crazy for decoupage. It's easy to do, and you can totally, decoupage is just gluing anything to paper. So, all right, there you go. Friends, I'm going to go and get back to work on this glorious new setup I'm creating here. Anyway, be blessed. Let's go be creative. Just do something. Anytime you can create, it's good for the brain. It doesn't have to be perfect. You know, even if you just, you know, paint squares. Just any kind of square. I've loved it for a long time. Look at that. Anyway, go out there. Let's be part of the solution, not the problem, friends. Let's just love people well. Okay, this crazy world we're living in, let's just love everybody well this season. Let's just get along and let's love beautifully. All right, I will see y'all next Sunday, if not sooner. And be watching for lots of new information to come, and emails are starting back up because I'm home. So I can do it more. All right, take care, be blessed. Thanks for showing up, and I just hope you have an amazing week. It's beautiful, and let's just